Greetings dear friends on the Daler Eagle channel. Let's get started. In this footage you can see how the Russian army is storming the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk region. In this footage you can see an FPV drone strike on the Ukrainian Y-765 west of the Nadia settlement in the Lyman direction. In the video you can see Russian positions in Serebryanskoye Lesnichestvo in the years. In this footage a Russian fighter shows the situation on the front line, where on one side are Ukrainian soldiers, and on the other side are Russians. The Fabs flew in on Ukrainian positions. Images from the side of Ukrainian soldiers. It was close. The fighters of the Baikal group from the reconnaissance battalion of the 40th Marine Brigade cleared the way with drones and reached the next enemy Su-2S-1 Gvozdika, which could not withstand the onslaught of the drones. These shots from the Krasnoarmysky direction are worth watching, at least for the sake of understanding how much of a threat from the air affects our guys when carrying out combat missions. The enemy drones are dark. This is a fragment of the work of tankers from the Alaisky motorized rifle unit of the center group of troops. The fighters continue to destroy strongholds, artillery calculations and concentrations of the Ukrainian armed forces, supporting the advance of the Russian assault units. The tank crews are being covered by anti-aircraft missile systems. On the ground, observation of aerial targets is carried out by servicemen. In case of approaching drones, they destroy them with small arms.
Вот она летит. Танк спасен, скажи, над танком. Есть. Как-то так. Опа!
Упал! Подбили!
Все, подбили! Подбили! Горит! Горит, набегай! Падает!
Есть!
A real drama unfolded on the front line. You can see the rescue of a Ukrainian soldier who surrendered. This video is in fact a whole life, as their own soldiers were killing him diligently. Only a Russian fighter knows the true price of life and is ready to save others at the cost of his own. Effective work of UAVs. Footage shows the dismantling of an Ukrainian armed forces stronghold and the subsequent elimination of fighters who had fled. Drone operators of the Guards Airborne Assault Don Cossack Regiment from Feodosia are working. Svatovsky district of the LNR. Dronovodovods of the West group of troops found the positions of the National Battalion near the village of Nadezhda on the western bank of the Zarabets River. Nadezhda on the western bank of the river Zarabets. They worked on Nezovs with drops. Fighters of the 20th Guards All-Russian Army worked. The operator of an FPV drone of the Alaysk Brigade of the Siberian Association found a sleeping couple of Ukrainian soldiers of the 155th Amber while scouting positions. Mestomy Grad, combat operations of a BM-21 Grad MLRS system against positions and strongholds of AFU fighters in the SSE zone.
Elita.
In the Chasovyarsk direction, paratroopers of the 215th Independent Reconnaissance Battalion and the 331st Parachute Airborne Regiment of the 98th Airborne Division eliminated a pair of M113 APCs with braziers and AD-30 howitzer. Artillerymen of the 305th Vostok Artillery Brigade burned down a Ukrainian 155mm 2S-22 Bogdana SEU with a Lancet strike in the South Donetsk direction. The target was detected by the Zala reconnaissance UAV. Units of the 3rd Combined Armed Forces Army of the Southern Group of Troops have dealt a crushing blow to the positions of the Ukrainian Armed Forces militants. Russian drone pilots could not fly past the Ukrainian soldiers stuck in the mud. Unfortunately, they could not help. This time, Hyacinth's self-propelled gun crews destroyed a camouflaged US-made 155mm M777 howitzer, a radar station, a UAV control point, and the living forces of Ukrainian armed forces units. Enemy defense lines are cracking at the seams when Russian fighters take them on. The enemy was moving towards the positions of the Russian units, but was detected in time from the air. FPV drone crews of the 20th Guards Army of the 20th Guards General Troops Army of Army Group West caught up with and destroyed 2 enemy BMPs, including 1 Bradley. Both were burned down with their crews. Sumy direction, the advance of airborne assault troops. Despite the fact that the enemy diligently created an echelon defense, the Russian assault troops pass it like a knife through butter. As you can see, the enemy is not particularly willing to defend and surrenders, realizing their feudal situation. Russian pilots in a Su-24 fired a dozen missiles at Ukrainian positions. A T-80BV tank of Ukrainian formations hit by an FPV drone with a cumulative warhead. Shots from the side of Ukrainian soldiers. The tank cannot move further on its own. Fiber optic drones hit a Ukrainian Humvee and a pickup truck on the Unikovka-Sudza highway. That's all, dear friends. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss new episodes. Leave your comments. Your opinion is very important to us. See you soon.